Hey everybody, it's real funny that I've been shooting videos on YouTube since 2007, yet I haven't really talked much about browsers. Well, I figured tonight would be a good time to talk about them. I have 3 browsers pulled up right now. Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and I have Internet Explorer down here too that runs my AdSense account, which I'm not going to pull it up just yet. I've been a hardcore Mozilla Firefox user since 2006, and I switched to Google Chrome late last year or early this year, I should say. About, I would say, January or February. The thing was, Mozilla Firefox, I think this was back when version, I would say 7 or 8 was out. I would watch YouTube videos and they would get real choppy. Just constantly getting real choppy. And you would do this most often when I had a bunch of tabs open. So I figured, hey, I'd switch to Google Chrome. So anyways, I made the switch, took a little getting used to, getting all my add-ons configured, all that kind of stuff. And Google Chrome turned out to be a decent browser. But there was an issue. Recently, especially with Chrome 18, I had some real serious issues with Chrome eating up all of the computer's memory. Now, of course, the Q Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe has 12 gigs of DDR3 memory. That's a good bit. I mean, the average user's computer out there probably has, I would say a Windows 7 computer would probably have 4 gigs of RAM, which is a third of what this one has. Some people have 16 gigs of RAM in their machine. Some people have 8 gigs of RAM. It just really depends. Some people have 2. And Google Chrome, the way it works is it uses a whole bunch of different processes. And I'll go ahead and pull up Task Manager and show you. Now right now is probably not the best time to show an example of this, but actually with only one tab open in Chrome, the browser is running 6 processes. This one here is using about 100,000 K, which is close to 100 megabytes. And we got one here using 69,000 K, 30,000 K. And of course, we got Mozilla Firefox over here with, let's see, I'll count the tabs for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 tabs. And let's not forget about this other window. So there's 16 tabs total in 2 windows. And Firefox is using about 600 megabytes of RAM. This is the Firefox process right here, if you can see. And that's nothing compared to how much Chrome 18 was using. Now Chrome 19 is not quite as bad, but I've been hearing that Mozilla Firefox have been making a bunch of improvements to their browser, so I figured, hey, I might as well switch back since Firefox is more memory efficient. I mean, Chrome is a great browser, don't get me wrong, Chrome is a great browser, so is Firefox. And but the thing is, with Google Chrome was originally supposed to be a very efficient browser, not use much memory. It's supposed to start real fast and everything like that. But with Chrome using so much RAM, it was getting ridiculous. Now let me go and pull up a snapshot I took recently. Let me go and find it. I took a snapshot of Task Manager not too long ago when I was running Chrome 18. I'm trying to remember where I saved it. That's just it. Okay, basically what I did was I had Google Chrome 18 running, and as you can see right about here it was using at least 10 gigs of RAM, and I had other things like Google Earth and stuff running, so that's why even after closing the browser there's still a lot of memory getting used. But just have a look at this. After closing Google Chrome, this is how much my memory usage decreased. Now we're talking 12 gigs total RAM installed on this machine. This browser was using at least 6 gigs of my RAM. And Google Earth Usually, if I leave it open for a good bit, let me go ahead and just look right now because I got Google Earth running right now too. Let me see. Just as I figured, 1,500,000 to 1,600,000 K. That's usually how much it uses. About, I'd say, 1.5 gigs of RAM. And you're talking about a Google browser that uses more RAM than their Google Earth program. And Google Earth program is pretty intensive by itself. Now, how ridiculous is that? I mean, seriously. Like I say, this is exactly why I went and made the switch back to Firefox. And I think I'll stay with Firefox for a good bit, as long as they keep their act together and not mess anything up. And let's go ahead and talk about Internet Explorer. Okay, I got Internet Explorer running with the default homepage that likes to pull up, which is MSN. And let me go and give you my opinions on Internet Explorer. Ever since IE9 came out, it's become a much better browser than what it ever used to be. I used to really hate Internet Explorer because it was just too plain and too slow. But now it is a bit faster. But still, the interface I'm not really crazy about. I mean, you have your address bar here, and then your tabs stacked up on the side over here. When you look at Firefox and Chrome, their layouts are much more efficient. Like I say, here's Chrome, and basically if you have a bunch of tabs up in Chrome, it'll stack up like this. And back to IE. I mean, the browser itself is just too plain, and it likes to ask you the same questions over and over. Like almost every time I pull up Internet Explorer, I'm pretty sure it'll ask me if I want to disable add-ons or if new add-ons are ready for use, and it always pops up these questions at the bottom of the browser. And I mean, you have your home button here, your bookmarks, or favorites, what they like to call it, and tools. I mean, the browser itself is just too plain. I don't understand why Microsoft tries to advertise this browser as if it's something really awesome, when you got Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome out there, not to mention Apple's Safari and Opera, which I've never used those two before, so I can't tell you what I think about those. But anyways, that's just my opinions on these browsers. They're all decent, and of course Internet Explorer has improved quite a bit compared to what it used to be. So anyways, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask.